Hey social media family, welcome back to another hygiene video. Y'all know that when we speak about intimate areas on the channel, I slow down with my communication so I can say everything respectfully and responsibly. We're going to get into these products. Before beginners, I just want to remind us that when I was about 20 something years old, I did have a full colonoscopy where they found polyps and I had to get those removed. That is why I go so hard about prune juice. Now, why I got introduced to chia seeds and different things to help us have bowel movements. I just want to remind you that even as an adult, if you are having any type of bowel movement issues, you should be using the restroom every single day. Even if it's one time a day, just simply because you're eating, you're drinking, you should be using the restroom. If you are having any problems with your rectum or you're having any problems with your genitals, not using the restroom, your urine is super dark, or you're not getting enough fluids, or wherever those problems might be, you might feel like something is blocked in your genital area or in your rectum. I need you to go to the doctor and don't be afraid to let them know exactly what is going on because it could be a further problem. Me, when I was a child, I was seeing rectal bleeding and I never said anything because I thought it was normal. And then I started having my menstrual cycles, and then I was like, well, maybe you should not bleed from both of those areas. So it took me all of that time because I was just dealing with it. It wasn't too much blood, it was just like specks sometimes, but then sometimes it was actual blood. It took me all of those years in my 20s to actually say something, and when I did, thank God that they caught it. I just had a couple of polyps due to the pressure. Any constipation, go to the doctor. This is hydrocortisone cream. This is rectal cream. My doctor prescribed this to me. Again, if you need something, they'll prescribe that to you. Just don't go and buy things either because you don't know what you need. So yeah, that's what that is for. Getting into what the girls have putting us on social media. The girls have been putting us on toner for our rear end. I've seen them talking about this a lot. Be sure to check out that last video we did when I bought this. As you can see, I said I would come back when I actually use it for a review. It's gone. I got about like 10 cotton balls left. What I noticed, we dropped the podcast about somebody keep leaving their ass on the toilet seat. Let me touch back up on that real quick too, because after that, I started paying more attention to my own hygiene. And I seen I was leaving my own ass on the toilet seat. Because we are created from the ground, that is literal. We are made out of dirt. Um, Scientifically, we are made out of dirt. You can be one of the cleanest peoples like myself and still be dirty. Sometimes your products make you dirty. I don't like lotion. Lotion makes you dirty, or it makes me dirty. I don't like it. I've seen myself when I was younger put lotion on right out the tub, and later on was dirty from that lotion. So in general, just some things we use can make us dirty. If we're not properly bathing ourselves or bathing ourselves at all, we can be dirty. I just found out I was still leaving my ass on the toilet seat because oils sometimes can make you dirty too. Um, and when I started using this, I realized that the girls were still a little dirty, still a little dirty after, um, sugar scrubbing, body scrubbing, neck scrubbing, all of the things, still a little dirty. This is actually what it's been cleaning. So for the ladies, I've realized I have been using this on my chest and on my face. Again, this is a pore perfecting toner. You have to realize that your body is an entire pore. Pores breathe, pores attract dirt. So this is natural. Witch hazel is a plant. It's a natural plant. It doesn't have a smell. They do have witch hazel with a smell, but I would recommend to not get it with a smell. And what I was doing was using on my face, chest, different cotton rounds. Be sure to not cross-contaminate face, chest, and rectum. I seen the girls saying to use this on the rectum because it cleans it. And I said, hey, let me give it a try. So when I did that, and again, places that you have hair, you're also going to have dirt. And where the places you have hair, you have the biggest pores. Like if you shave in your face, because you're not properly removing that hair from the root. You can also have, acne. Other parts of your body can have acne. I sometimes have chest acne if I put on the wrong thing, or just because I have acne prone skin, very sensitive skin. Sometimes the back of my neck might get a little acne if I put on the wrong product. The rectum has pores, it can have acne. Um, the girls were saying to use it to be cleaner. Excuse me, guys. First, I use it on my chest. If you are a woman and you have a chest area, which you do, but if you have bigger bosoms, then there is a possibility that there is dirt under there. I did that with the cleavage and underneath and found that there is a lot of dirt. I use this after showering. Um, and there was a lot of dirt still. So I mean, again, it can be natural even after being clean. You can still be dirty, but I know this has been cleaning the girls up. This will not be leaving my routine. This is definitely going to be in my routine because it actually cleanses, just like CeraVe face cleanser. Like some of the things we use, we think we be cleansing ourselves, but we don't. We need actual cleansers. Um, like antibacterial is a cleanser. CeraVe really cleanses skin. Like you can wash your face and your face will still be dirty. Like I don't know how many people have tested that, but that I have. That's why I can say that I've washed my face, steam, deep clean treatment, microblading, and still was dirty after that. So for the ladies, you can use this on your chest. After any shaving or waxing, I would say wait a minute because it's going to sting. And then for the rectum, I would say, after you cleanse yourself, make sure you're drying those areas. My doctor just told me also that you can break out your skin and lead to skin infections if you're not completely drying your skin. BV and yeast can accumulate more when you're getting older because it is natural. But if your hygiene is not good, on top of you not properly drying, then also you can create and have those infections. So I'm gonna tell her about this too. I gotta see her again because we just doing some routine. I'm gonna tell her that I've been using this and see what she thinks about this. Cause she just gave me that, but I'm gonna tell her how I've been using this or whatever and see what she thinks. So far, the result of that is it's been dirty still. Oh my god, it's a raw and uncut review. It's still been kind of dirty sometimes, just sometimes, but it's just the realization of seeing that hey, after all of the cleaning, you can still be dirty. In conclusion, I like this because it's a cleanser. It's a cleanser. It's a purifier. When you have pores, this makes them tighter. So this is going to make the pores on your body, it's going to cleanse them and it's going to make those pores smaller. Like I said, anywhere you have hair, you're going to have pores, period. But I'm not a doctor. I'm not telling you to do this. I'm not telling you to use this. I'm just telling you that this is some of the girls on social media been putting this on. Do your extended research, see what they've been talking about. I love it because it's actually cleansing parts of me that I thought was clean and still dirty. Again, be sure to check up with your doctor to make sure that you don't have any other problems. I know that they said hemorrhoids was natural. For women after having childbirth, or hemorrhoids are natural when you're putting pressure back there. But again, sometimes all of that pressure can create polyps. So if you do have hemorrhoids, you can have them internal and external. Go ahead and get those checked out. This is something that my doctor gave to me for hemorrhoids to keep everything intact. And also this is something that I'm going to tell her that I'm using and see what she says about that. To also keep everything intact and clean. And then just on top of a good diet, also making sure that you're going to the restroom regularly. If you know anything about this product or you have heard anything, or maybe you are using this and you've been using this, leave down below in the comment section. If you leave any comments about my review or your own personal review, be respectful. Try to replace words like if you would say the hood slang for a genital, just don't even say it. Just say genital. If you have to say ass, just say it how we say it backwards, like SSA. If you have to say something, just say it respectfully and appropriately, because I do rebuke the spirit of perversion, especially in general. But when we're talking about hygiene, we're getting information across, not to be inappropriate. So, again, go ahead and let me know your thoughts about this. I It's something I'm doing. I just think next time, instead of getting the balls, I'm going to go ahead and get the cotton rounds because they're bigger. And I got these from Walmart. I also seen that they're starting to come out with organic at the Dollar Tree. So you can get all of this at the Dollar Tree. You get all of that at the Dollar Tree if you want to. Again, if you're having any health problems, don't be ashamed. When you go to the doctor, make sure you're telling them everything. I love you. God bless you. And I will talk to you in the next hygiene video.